Hi there, this is Diecast channel, and in this video I'm going to show you this 1976 Ford Gran Torino that's made in a 1/18 scale by ERTL Collectible. So if you like those 70s American cars, stay with me to the end of this video, and also don't forget to subscribe, to give me a thumbs up, and click the bell for news. So let's unbox this beautiful car and take a better look at it. And here we have the 1976 Ford Gran Torino that's made by ERTL in a 1/18 scale in a very nice blue color. This painting has got some roughnesses, some issues, but in general the car looks very nice. I really like the lines of this car and those mag wheels that are fantastic. This trim that goes all the way on the side here is actually a painting, but it's very well made. And the Gran Torino is a decal, which is very well made as well. The trim around the wheel wells is also painted on, but it looks very nice. And this trim below, both here and here, are separate pieces. The handle is a separate piece, and the lock is cast in metal and painted on. The trim around the windows is painted on, and the trim in the rear window, the rear side window, is actually a chrome plastic door lock and the door that's correctly aligned. As we take a look at this car general lines, we can see the straight lines, this very nice looking grille and bumper and the headlights. These tail lights, they're made of acrylic, and the trim between them, that looks very nice and made in body color. Bigger bumpers with the bumper guards both in the front and the rear. And now we're going to take a better look at this car. As we look at the front of the Torino, we can notice this very nice looking grille. It's not a grille actually, but a very well made mesh, and with those directional lights, headlights that look very realistic. This front here is usually made in fiberglass for most 1970s and 1980s American cars. And the Ford logo here, which is painted on. It looks like a decal actually. The bumper, we can see the rivets, and the license plate right here on the driver's side. The bumper guards look also very good. So this type of bumper is typical from 1973 on, when cars started having bigger bumpers for more safety. The antenna is made of plastic, and the trim around the windshield is painted on. Windshield has got a very good transparency. As we pop the hood open, we can notice the hinges, not so thick but not so thin. If they were here at the very edges, they would look even better. Perhaps if this car were made as an Authentics, it would have a spring system hinges just like in a real car. The hood itself looks pretty good. The engine is a 351. We're going to take a closer look at it. But the engine bay, as we can see, looks very good. The windshield wipers and the ventilation here are hidden behind the hood. The brake master cylinder, the air filter, that looks very realistic. It looks like the ones in real Fords, just like the color of the engine. The engine is actually painted, so it doesn't look like plastic. Hoses, wires. We don't have the spark plug cables just like in the other cars. There's a reservoir, a radiator, a battery with the terminals, but it has no cables. Taking a closer look at the grille, we can see it looks very good. As we look at the interior of this car, we can see the steering wheel that was very nice looking for 1970. One curious fact is, for that Starskin Hutch Ford Torino, this steering wheel is upside down. I don't know why. The dashboard is made with the wood grain pattern, just like several American cars in the 1970s. The gauges are very well made with an acrylic and decal. The pedals, which are the gas and the brake, and the parking brake right here. So this is an automatic transmission car. The carpet is actually a texture in plastic, and the seats that tilt and have got the trim just like it happens in real cars. Trim and the air outlets right here near the glove compartment, and a trim around the window that's painted on. Seats and a central console with a gear lever, and a door panel which looks very realistic. Here's the central console and a gear lever for an automatic transmission with a trim around them. right seat. Seats in general look very good, although they have no seat belts. They look well made. And a dashboard with the air outlets, a trim, and a glove compartment lid, which is fixed. Door panels, steering column, and a headliner which is made in acrylic with a dome light and the sun visors. It's not painted, but it looks okay. One very nice detail of the rear end of this car is we have an opening trunk, and the trunk lid looks very good. It even has the trunk lock right here, a spare tire with its fixture, the floor mat which is simulated by a texturized black plastic, and the sides of the trunk are painted on a body color. The hinges are quite close to the ones we find in a real car, and the trunk lid has got instructions for a jack, so this is a very nice feature we find in this car. The tail lights are made of acrylic with the reverse lights right here, and the trim between them, which is for the Gran Torino, has a chrome trim around and body color in the center. And this Torino logo hides the gas cap. The rear bumper with the bumper guards and the single exhaust. As we look at the base of the car, we can see that the ERTL uses the same black plastic base with different textures to simulate the different parts. This car is a unibody, as we can see, so it's no body and chassis really. We find the front frame integrated to the structure of the car itself. The drive shaft is fixed, the rear suspension and the front suspensions are fixed. The steering system actually works, but they do simulate pretty well how components are supposed to be in a car. The engine with the right color, the oil filter made in a white color, and the starter made in black, which are very nice details for this car. A tranny that's made in aluminum, a drive shaft that's fixed, rear suspension that's fixed, and the dual exhaust that is connected in a single exhaust with a catalytic converter from 1975 on. The gas tank, in general, this base is very good. So analyzing this car from 0 to 10, I would give it a 9. I just wouldn't give it a 10 because of some slight roughnesses we find in painting that makes it not as shiny as it should be. But anyway, it's not really a big issue. Perhaps with a little polishing I could correct this issue, actually. But the car itself looks very nice, and if you like those American Fords from the 1970s, this is a very nice car to have in a diecast car collection. So I'd like to thank you for all likes and views, for all subscriptions. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to click the bell for news, and also let me know in your comments what you think about the car in the video. And stay tuned for the next videos because I'm going to show very nice cars in the coming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.